Your Chicago Bears will be on primetime TV taking on the Houston Texans. Let's talk about it. Bear down. Bear fanatics, I know it was a struggle last week to see the offense try to execute against the Tennessee Titans. I know it was difficult. I know there was moments where we're thinking same old Bears, at least on the offensive side of the ball, struggling. However, one thing you got to credit this team for is their ability to come back, their ability to band together, their ability to win a game. We've heard it all week. We know, we understand, especially Eberflus reiterated, it is difficult to win in the NFL. And as a Bear fan, you got to be happy to be starting off 1-0. But this week, tonight, is a difficult challenge going up against one of the best defense teams in the NFL with the Houston Texans. They have a shiny new toy in Joe Mixon. They have Stephon Diggs that joined them on the offensive side of the ball to go along with the rising superstar and CJ Stroud. Those guys are a problem. They really are. They truly are. And it's time for the Chicago Bears to make a statement tonight. And I think they do that. I think today's game is going to be a little more defensive than people expect. We understand that Caleb Williams in our offense is not cooking right now. It's going to take a little time, but this is what we need from our defense. You need the defense to buy us time. But Caleb, you're going to have to grow in front of our eyes a little faster tonight, because we need to put up points on the offensive side of the ball. You need to contribute to this victory. The two phases of the game was what got you the W last week. Offense has to contribute. And I believe they will be able to do so. I believe DJ Moore is going to get going. I believe DJ Moore is going to get himself a touchdown. It's not going to be easy, but it can definitely happen. And I understand, just like many of us, man, I'm excited, but I do believe this is a challenge that the defense could finally put the NFL on notice, especially at least being on a primetime game. All eyes will be on the Chicago Bears tonight, especially Caleb Williams against CJ Stroud. That's the main headline. However, I think this is the challenge that the defense really shows the NFL that they are legit, because if you've known and if you follow, a lot of the knock on the defense has been, yeah, they've been great. They've been playing phenomenal, but the quarterback on the other side of the ball hasn't been good or hasn't been competent. Guys that are pretty much backups, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. The Bears defense is going to prove tonight that they're the real deal, regardless of the outcome, regardless of a win or a loss. I believe they're going to make enough plays that everyone's going to see, hey, they can make plays, they can compete, they'll be able to be in every game this year. I truly believe that, and I do see that happening. Now, if I'm the Houston Texans, though, the one weakness that I did find in that Bears defense is especially running the football. Man, we struggled mightily, especially in the first half, stopping a guy like Tony Pollard. We're going to have our hands full with Joe Mixon, who leads the league right now. Obviously, it's just week 2, but he was able to contribute last week in their victory against the Indianapolis Colts. He was able to rush for 159 yards. The bad thing is, Chicago Bears defense gave up 82 yards on the ground to Tony Pollard. He averaged 5 yards a carry. Joe Mixon is expected. I expect Joe Mixon to be a big part of the game plan, man. Bobby Slowick is a very good, disciplined offensive mind. He's going to try to continue to exploit that, stay disciplined. If I'm the Houston Texans, honestly, I'm just literally just running it and running it and running it until we prove that we can stop it. The Chicago Bears gave up 140 total yards on the ground. That's the way that you got to attack us. That's what I would do if I'm the Houston Texans. But I'm very, very excited to see the Bears secondary, the no-fly zone against these elite wide receivers on the opposite side of the ball. You have Nico Collins, who can go up and get it. Jalen Johnson one-on-one. I want to see that matchup a lot. I'm going to keep an eye on that one because Nico Collins, he's just a go up and get it type of guy. 50-50 ball. He's going to make a play. Tank Dell flies. He can stretch the offense. It's going to be difficult to stop this offense. But it's a challenge that I want to see the Bears rise to the occasion. We need the Bears offense to contribute to the victory. You know, getting DeAndre Swift 10 touches in the game is not enough. You got to run the ball. We got to establish that. And I understand that we're having some woes on the interior line for the Chicago Bears, especially Ryan Bates has already been ruled out. I believe he's in IR. Not sure if it was season ending or just for 4 weeks, but he will not be there. Shelton got cooked. Our center got destroyed last week. The only positive is that the interior lineman for the Houston Texans is not the same as the Titans because Sweat, the rookie Sweat, was a monster along with Simmons, who's always been an elite Pro Bowl type defensive tackle. We're causing havoc. So that challenge, I don't think, is going to be as difficult because they had their handful for sure, but it's a good practice for tonight's game. I think the Bears are fully aware that this matchup is not the same as going up against Will Levis. See, Will Levis was able to turn the ball over. He was able to try to make a play, but crumbled under that pressure. CJ Stroud is not like that. CJ Stroud is a guy that can rise to the occasion, who can make a play when it's needed. And the Bears got to rise to that occasion. D'Amico Ryans, defensive minded head coach, along with their defensive coordinator, Matt Burke, I think are going to have these guys way more disciplined because last week against the Indianapolis Colts, they gave up multiple 50-yard plays. Alec Pierce got a 50-yard plus touchdown, and the rookie wide receiver Mitchell was able to stretch that field as well. And Anthony Richardson missed another 50-plus-yard bomb touchdown to that rookie Mitchell. So I definitely expect this defense to be a lot more disciplined, and the Bears have to find a way to capitalize on those moments, capitalize on those opportunities. Caleb Williams struggled to do so last week. A lot of missed throws, misfired throws, good ideas, but just missing. He's got to be on point. The one positive thing that Caleb did last week, and if he keeps doing that, we're going to be fine. We're going to be able to keep growing from it. Is his ability to take care of the football, man. This team, you cannot give them multiple possessions because CJ Stroud will make you pay. Joe Mixon looks like he's going to make you pay. That's a thing that this offense did not have last year. They didn't have a real running back like Joe Mixon that can mix it up, mix it around. They're legit. Your Chicago Bears are in for a battle, but we're going to be here for it. We're going to watch it. We're excited for it. But this is a great time for the no-fly zone to be put on the map. With all that being said, I'm optimistic, of course. We're rooting for the Bears' victory, but I think it's going to be tough to come out of Houston with a victory in a primetime game. It might be too early in Caleb's career to pull something like this off, but I do have Houston walking away with the victory, somewhat like of a closer game. I think like a 24-20 type game, but we will see. Time will tell. Regardless, we're going to be here for it because, as always, we're going to bear down.